Good morning. We are looking over to the northeast toward downtown Fargo. You can see there's a little bit of a haze out there, but other than that, our visibility is just fine. We've got clear skies. We've got a nice view of the moon here this morning, and we'll get some sunshine at least to start off the day, but changes on the way. We had a break from the snow yesterday. It'll be right back for us for later on your Friday. Here's a look at your current radar and satellite map. You can see that it's not really that active. We're looking at some clouds that are departing. They were producing a few flurries earlier this morning. Those are moving on. And there are other places where we're seeing a couple of clouds here, but for the most part, starting off on the clear side and expanding the view, there's some snow down to the south, down moving into the Sioux Falls area, and that will gradually lift into the valley coming up for later on today. So here's a look at our temperatures. It's a big range. It's a lot colder out west. It's a lot milder comparatively speaking out east. It's 14 degrees in Baudette and Bemidji, 14 below in Devil's Lake, 18 below in Grand Forks, and 1 above right now in Fargo. So it is a little bit warmer off to the east here today. Our temperatures again will be on the rise, so that's some good news. And the wind right now is pretty light. So here's a look at your hour by hour planner. We're talking some numbers that are going to be into the teens by the time we get into the noon hour, but that's also when we start to see that snow lift in. It will affect the south first, and that's the area where we're expecting to see the greatest amount of snow with this event too. So starting up around lunchtime down by the state line, we may not see much snow in the Fargo area until about 3 o'clock this afternoon. You could see this lifting in at that point. And Highway 2 and north from there, it may be a while before you see any snow. So most of the day should be quiet for you. But by 7 o'clock over toward Bemidji, seeing some of this stream in, and more substantial snow now coming down in southeastern North Dakota. Temperatures at least will be pretty mild. We're looking at some teens to some 20s for most areas for the day today. Colder up toward the Devil's Lake Basin. Heading into tonight, those snow showers continue. There'll be some spots where they're a little heavier than others, and this does carry over into Saturday morning. This is 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. Temperatures are looking really good, but the snow will continue to be ongoing. So if you have some travel plans Saturday morning, you're going to still run into some of this, especially in the Northern Valley and even in the Southern Valley. If it's done by then, we're still cleaning up from that snow in that area. So heading into the noon hour on Saturday, most of this starts to clear. We're looking at some pretty mild temperatures for the day and some sunshine more likely out west, some clouds hanging around into the east with winds that eventually do pick up. We'll see some winds going into the 20s for your wind speeds by later Saturday night. So here's a look at your snowfall potential. We'll see the heaviest snow, as I mentioned, down in the Southern Valley. Lesser amounts once again up by Devil's Lake. We may just get a little dusting there. Grand Forks, we're in that 1 to 2 inch range right now. Fargo, more into that 3 to 4 inch range, and then farther south we're looking at 4 to maybe even 6 inches of snow in places like Richland and Roberts County here. So again, the heavier amounts will be on the southern end of the valley. A look at your photo today. Some wind sculpted snow there. This was taken in the Flom area. Thanks, Bruce, for sharing that. And then your 7-day planner, temperatures are going to be mild the next couple of days. We're looking at some 20s both Friday and into Saturday, but that chance for snow will be here, especially in the afternoon hours today. And then Sunday, big changes, another round of snow, and with it comes a cold front that will be stirring up some wind, and that means that's going to stir up some snow too. So we're talking some blowing snow for travelers on Sunday. And heading into Monday, cold air rushes in behind it. We at least make a quick recovery. It's not going to be as warm as we are right now, but we'll return to more tolerable temperatures as we head into the second half of the week next week.
Okay, sounds great. Thank you, Lisa. Coming up, we have some tips and tricks to help wow your guests at a cookout.